So we are going to discuss about the symbolic relationship between the different finite difference. What are the finite differences? We have forward difference, that is delta. We have del, that is backward difference, and we have zeta, that is central difference. Okay. So first take from table. I already told you what is delta y0. Delta y0 is equal to y1 minus y0. Am I correct? Delta y0 is y1 minus y0. If you are discussing about the forward difference table, then delta y0 is y1 minus y0. If you are discussing about backward difference table, then the same y1 minus y0 is nothing but del y1. The same thing is del y1. Is it okay? If you are discussing about the central difference table, the same y1 minus y0 is theta y, the middle point of 1 and 0. What is the middle point of 1 and 0? That is 0.5. Is it clear? So please note delta y0 is equal to del y1 is equal to theta y 0.5. Theta y 0.5. Okay, so delta y0 is equal to del y1 is equal to theta y1 by 2 is equal to y1 minus y0. Okay, so if you are asked to say what is the corresponding, what is the backward and central difference terms of theta cube by 2. Theta cube by 2 is a forward term. What is the corresponding central difference term? One concept is this is 3 and this is 2. So if you are finding backward, first one, change this symbol. Instead of delta, replace delta with del. Don't replace 3. Now here instead of 2, add 3 to this 2. So 3 plus 2, we have 5. So we have theta cube y5. So this is a corresponding backward difference. Simply add this power to this index. So 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Now what about central difference? Again replace this delta with theta. Delta with theta. So theta cube. Now instead of 2, this is 3, right? So add the half of 3 to these 2. So half of 3 is what? 1.5. So 2 plus 1.5 is what? 3.5. 3.5 means 7 by 2. So theta cube 7 by 2. Okay. Or if you have this term del cube y5, and if you are asked to find the forward term, forward means replace del with delta. Now what about 5? We are finding forward. So subtract 3 from this 5. So 5 minus 3 we have 2. What about central? If you are calculating, if you are finding central term from backward term, replace del with theta. So theta cube. Now what we have to do? Subtract not 3 by 2 from 5. What is 3 by 2? 1.5. So what is 5 minus 1.5? 3.5. Okay. So this one is a shortcut, but is there any operator that we can use? That is a question. Yes, we have an operator. That is nothing but shift operator. So by using shift operator, we can relate all different terms. We can relate all different terms by using the shift operator. So E is the shift operator. If you are using E as the shift operator, we can relate the operators like delta, del and theta. That is possible. Is it okay? So first we have to define what is shift operator. So first we are going to define shift operator. The shift operator E is defined as EYR is equal to YR plus 1. Please note, the shift operator EYR is equal to YR plus 1. Means, if YR is the current data, then E means shift. Shift means nest. What is the nest term? The nest term of YR is YR plus 1. So E means nest data. So what about previous? E raised to minus 1. So if it is e raised to minus 1, if it is e raised to minus 1, YR means the previous data of YR, that is YR minus 1. Means EY1 is equal to, what is the nested data of Y1? y2. Then what is the previous data of y2? We can write it as e minus 1 y2. What is the previous data of y2? That is y1. So e means next, shifted to downward. E minus 1 means previous, shifted to upward. We are picking the previous data. Is it okay? So this is shift operator. So what about e square yr? E square yr, we can split e into two. E of EYR. E of EYR. What is this EYR? This EYR is YR plus 1. So we can replace the inner side, inner bracket EYR with YR plus 1. So we have E into that bracket YR plus 1. Now what is the next data of YR plus 1? This E means next data of YR plus 1. That is YR plus 2. So what is E square? E square means the second next data. If YR is a current data, next data is EYR and the second next data is E square YR. So what is the second next data of E square YR? That is YR plus 2. Is it clear all of you? So please note, what about E4 Y5? E Y5 means Y6. E square Y5 means Y7. What about E4 Y5? The fourth next data of Y5, that is Y9. That is Y9. Is it okay all of you? Okay. So what about E raised to n YR? E raised to n YR means nth next data of YR, that is YR plus n. E raised to n YR is equal to YR plus n. Means nth next data of YR, that is YR plus n. Okay. So now we are going to relate each term. What is delta Y0? Delta means forward difference. So what is delta Y0? The next point of Y0 is Y1 minus the current point is Y0. So Y1 minus Y0, that is delta Y0. Now you can see that this Y1, this Y1 is the next data of Y0, right? Y1 is the next data of Y0. So it means we can replace this Y1 with E Y0. Why? Because Y1 is the next data of Y0. So E Y0 means next data of Y0. So what we can write? We can write delta Y0, that is equal to Y1 minus Y0 equal to E Y0 minus Y0. We can write delta Y0 is equal to E Y0 minus Y0. So operator point of view, I told you E is an operator. So operator point of view, I can take Y0 to outside. So I can write this one is equal to E minus 1 into Y0. Operator point of view. Operator point of view, I can write delta Y0 is equal to E minus 1 into Y0. Is it okay? So please note, delta is equal to, now I can write delta is equal to E minus 1. Please note, delta is equal to E minus 1 or E is equal to delta plus 1. This equation is very important. So please remember this, delta is equal to E minus 1. Okay. So this is very important. So if you are adding delta Y6, so if you are adding a Y6 to delta, then here also we have to add Y6. So if you are asking what is delta Y6, just find E minus 1 into Y6. So we can expand this. So this is E Y6 multiplied E Y6 minus Y6. What is the next data of Y6? The next data of Y6 is Y7 minus Y6. So delta Y6 is Y7 minus Y6. Okay. Similarly, this data is also important. E equal to delta plus 1. E is equal to delta plus 1. So if you are asking what is EY2? What is EY2? Then multiply delta plus 1 with Y2. Both sides multiply with Y2. So what we have? We have delta Y2 plus Y2. Am I correct? Delta Y2 plus Y2. So what is delta y2? Delta y2 is next data y3 minus y2. Am I correct? Plus y2 equal to what? Y2 and y2 are cancelled. So we have y3. From this term itself, it is y3. Here what is ey2? Directly ey2 means next data of y2, that is y3. So both are correct. So e equal to delta plus 1. E equal to delta plus 1. So please remember this operator. What is the beauty of this operator? If delta equal to e minus 1, delta is equal to, if delta equal to e minus 1, then if somebody is asking what is delta square y2, then what is your answer? If you are asking, if somebody is asking delta square y2, then what is delta? Delta is e minus 1. So what is delta square? Delta square is e minus 1 square. E minus 1 square into this y2. Right? Now what is e minus 1 square? E minus 1 square is e square minus 2e plus 1 into y2. E square minus 2e plus 1 into y2. So multiply it. So we have e square y2 minus 2e y2 plus y2. Okay. So now question is, what is e square y2? E square means second next data of y2, that is y4, minus 2 into what is e y2? Next data of y2, that is y3, plus what is y2? So that is simply y2. Next one is y2. So delta square y2 is nothing but y4 minus 2y3 plus y2. Is it okay? So this is y4 minus 2y3 plus y2. Okay. So please note. So if you are remembering, if you are able to remember delta equal to e minus 1, we can solve almost all thing. So delta equal to e minus 1. So we can write delta cube by 0. Delta cube by 0 is equal to e minus 1 all raised to 3 by 0. That is equal to e raised to 3 minus, expand this one, e raised to 3 minus 3 e raised to 2 plus 3e minus 1 into y0. We have to multiply with y0. So what is that? Then cross multiplied. What is e raised to 3 y0? Third next data of y0, that is y3, minus 3e square y0. What is 3 into e square y0? Second next data of y0, that is minus 3y2, plus 3 into e y0, that is 3y1, minus 1 into y0, simply y0. So delta cube y0 is equal to y3 minus 3y2 plus 3y1 minus y0. Okay. So please remember this equation, delta is equal to e minus 1. Similarly, how can we relate backward difference with this one? We can write del is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 1. Why? We can take an example. What is del y1? Del y1 is equal to y1 minus y0. So here y1 is the nested data of y0. Am I correct? Y1 is the nested data of y0. So we can write, here also y1 is the nested data of y0. So we can write del e y0. Why? Because this y1 is the nested data of y0. So del into nested data of y0, that is equal to, this y1 is the nested data of y0. So e y0 minus y0. So y0 is a common term, so we can remove that. So what we have? Del e is equal to e minus 1. Del e is equal to e minus 1. So now what is del? divide the entire equation by e, or cross multiply the entire equation by e raised to minus 1. We have 1 minus e raised to minus 1. Del is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 1. Okay. So these two, first you have to remember this one, del is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 1, del equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 1, or you can remember this one, del e is equal to e minus 1. So that is this equation, del is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 1. So please note, delta is equal to e minus 1. Similarly, del e is equal to e minus 1. So right hand side is same, right? Delta equal to e minus 1. Then del e is equal to e minus 1. So what is del e? Del e is equal to e minus 1 is equal to delta. That is why I am saying del e equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 1. That is important. Del e equal to e minus 1. That is also important. So through this one, we related del and delta. Del e is equal to delta, or del e is equal to what? Delta into e raised to minus 1. The position is not important. Either way you can write this. So del is equal to delta into e raised to minus 1, or you can write del e is equal to delta. So what are the equations you have to remember? You have to remember delta equal to e minus 1. One equation you have to remember. You have to remember del e is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 1. Okay. Then you have to remember delta is, so this is another relation, delta is equal to del e. Delta equal to del e. Is it okay? So now, what is theta y 1 by 2? What is theta y 1 by 2? Theta y1 by 2 is equal to the same y1 minus y0. Same y1 minus y0. Theta y1 by 2 is equal to y1 minus y0. Is it okay? So what is y1 by 2? This is now nest data of y0. 0.5 nest of y0. So how can we write this? We can write this one as theta. We can write y1 by 2. With respect to y0, we can write y1 by 2 as e raised to 0.5. That is why I am saying e is an operator. E raised to 0.5 y0, that is equal to, what is y1? E y0 minus y0. So theta e raised to 0.5 y0 is equal to e y0 minus y0. Why it is 0.5? Because this is 0.5, y 0.5. With respect to y0, this 0.5 means 0 plus 0.5 means e raised to 0.5. So theta e raised to 0.5 y0. So this term is nothing but y1 by 2. So theta y1 by 2, that is this term, equal to e y0 means this term is y1 minus y0. Now we can remove y0, operator point of view. If you are removing y0, then theta e 0.5 or 1 by 2. So we can write 1 by 2, that is equal to e minus 1. So my question is, so here we have one relationship, theta e raised to minus 1, theta e raised to 1 by 2 equal to e minus 1. What is e minus 1? Delta. So please note, theta e raised to 1 by 2, theta e raised to 1 by 2 equal to delta, also equal to del e, also equal to del e. So here also equal to del e. So that is written here. Delta is equal to del e equal to theta e raised to 1 by 2. Okay. Now, what is the relation between theta and e only? This is theta e raised to 1 by 2, that is equal to e minus 1, right? So from this statement, what is theta? Multiply all equation by e raised to minus 1 by 2. So left hand side we have theta. What about right hand side? If you are multiplying all equation by e raised to minus 1 by 2, first e will become e raised to 1 by 2. First one will become e raised to 1 by 2. And what about second one? It will become e raised to minus 1 by 2. So theta equal to e raised to 1 by 2 minus e raised to minus 1 by 2. So What are the things you have to remember? What is delta? Delta is equal to E minus 1. This equation. Delta is equal to E minus 1. What is del? Del is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 1. Del is equal to 1 minus e raised to this term, 1 minus e raised to minus 1. What about theta? Theta is equal to e raised to 1 by 2 minus e raised to minus 1 by 2. Here, what is the beauty? What is theta y for? Theta y or theta y 4.5? Theta y 4.5 is e 1 by 2 minus e minus 1 by 2 into y 4.5. So what is e 1 by 2 into y 4.5? Add 1 by 2 to this 4.5. So we have y5. 1 by 2 means 0.5. Adding 0.5 to this 4.5, we have y5 minus. This is e minus 1 by 2. 4. Minus 1 by 2 means subtract 0.5 from 4.5. So what we have? y4. So y5 minus y4, that is theta y 4.5, that is equal to e raised to 1 by 2 minus e raised to minus 1 by 2 into y 4.5. Okay, so that is equal to y5 minus y4. So please note theta y 4.5 is equal to y5 minus y4. Okay. So you can see additional things here that is not related to our interpolation method. So quickly I am saying that this mu means average. What is the average of y1 and y2? That is different compared to the central difference. Central difference means we are taking the difference of next one and previous data. Mu means average of two data. So average of two data. What is average of so for example, mu y 1 by 2 means the average of next data and current data. Mu y 1 by 2 means y next data is y1 plus current data is y0 divided by 2. So mu y 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is y1 plus y0 divided by 2. Now you can see what is y1 by 2 with respect to y0. What is 1 by 2? That is 0 plus 0.5, that is 1 by 2, right? So e raised to 0.5, that is e raised to, we can write e raised to 1 by 2 into y0 means 1 by 2 plus 0, that is y1 by 2 equal to, what is y1? e y0 plus y0 divided by 2, right? So here you can see that y0 is common. y0 is common. So we can remove y0. We can remove this y0, this y0. Instead of this y0, we can write 1. So this is 1. So mu e raised to 1 by 2 is e plus 1 by 2. So what is mu? Mu is equal to, multiply all equation by e raised to minus 1 by 2. So what do we have? Mu is equal to e 1 by 2 plus e minus 1 by 2 whole divided by 2. So please note mu is equal to 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 is taken outside. So mu equal to 1 by 2 into e 1 by 2 plus e minus 1 by 2. Mu is equal to e 1 by 2 plus e minus 1 by 2. So that is this relationship. Okay. And if you are comparing mu and theta, both have e1 by 2 and e minus 1 by 2. The only difference is here we have 1 by 2 outside, and second thing, here we have plus, here we have minus. So definitely we can derive a relationship between these two. So for that purpose, take mu square. What is mu square? This is mu 1 by 2 e raised to 1 by 2 plus e raised to minus 1 by 2. So what is its square? Its square is, the square of 1 by 2 is 1 by 4, right? Into, now what is the square of e 1 by 2? That is e, the square of e 1 by 2 is e Then what is the square of e minus 1 by 2? That is e minus 1 plus 2 into e 1 by 2 into e minus 1 by 2. What is that? Simply is 2. So 1 by 4 into e plus e raised to minus 1 by e raised to minus 1 plus 2. So mu square is equal to 1 by 4 into e plus e raised to minus 1 plus 2. That is, now we are going to relate this one with delta. So for that purpose, we can write a plus b whole square is equal to a minus b whole square, then what we can write? Plus 4 or minus 4? What we can write? We can write plus 4, right? A plus b whole square is equal to a minus b whole square plus 4. Is it okay? So please note this 1 by 4 into e plus e raised to minus 1 plus 2. This is nothing but we can write 1 by 4, that is from this one, this e plus 1 by 2, actually we took the square of this one. So this is actually, we can write it as e 1 by 2. Actually there is no need to expand this one, so no problem. E 1 by 2 plus e raised to minus 1 by 2 whole square, right? Mu square is, actually this is not important. Mu square is equal to, we have to take 1 by 4 instead of 1 by 2, we have to square it 1 by 4 into remaining thing. We are writing as such. So e raised to 1 by 2 plus e raised to minus 1 by 2 whole square. So here this term is a, this term is b. So a plus b square is this one, a plus b whole square. So I told you we can write it as a minus b whole square plus 4. So how can we expand this one? We can write this one is equal to 1 by 4 into, now what is a minus b? What is a? E raised to 1 by 2. E raised to 1 by 2, right? Minus, what is b? B is e raised to minus 1 by 2. E raised to minus 1 by 2 square by a minus b square. So a minus b all square. Now what we have? Here we have plus 4. So plus 4. Is it okay? Equal to 1 by 4 into 4. What it is? Simply 1 plus. What are plus? So 1 plus. What is 1 by 4 into this one? That is a question. What is e raised to 1 by 2 minus e raised to minus 1 by 2? That is delta. Right? So this bracket is delta. Sorry, theta. Central difference. E raised to 1 by 2 minus e raised to minus 1 by 2 is central difference term, theta. Then outside we have a square term. So mu square is equal to 1 plus 1 by 4 into theta square. That is last term. This is not important for interpolation. So please note mu square is equal to 1 plus 1 by 4 into theta square. Okay. So I am stopping my class here. Okay. So remaining portion, I am continuing. I am going to discuss some more thing. Actually, those things are not included. So syllabus point of view, up to this point, you have to remember. Few more slides I am going to discuss. That one is not important syllabus point of view. If you want, you can go through the remaining topics. Okay. So like a shift operator, we can define the differential operator also. So differential operator D is defined as dy of x is equal to, means derivative. We are going to represent the derivative operation by using an operator D. So dy of x means derivative of y of x, that is d by dx of y of x. So please note, d means derivative. D square means second derivative. D square y by ds square, that is d square y of x. So capital D means d by dx. So this one is represented by using d, means this is an operation. So d is a differential operator. So dy of x is equal to d by dx of y of x. Okay. So please note, as per Taylor series expansion, if y of x is the current data, we can write the next data. Please note, we can write the next data y of x plus h, that is y1. This is nothing but y1. y1 is nothing but y of x plus h, where y of x is y0. This is y0, y of x is y0, and y1 is the next data y1, where y0 is y of x and y1 is y of x plus h. Okay. Please note, where x1 minus x0 is h, means this inner bracket, this is nothing but x1, this is nothing but x0. Okay. So please note, we can write y of x plus h as per Taylor's series. We have y of x plus h into dy by dx plus h square by 2 factorial into d square y by dx square plus etc. As per Taylor's series, y of x plus h is equal to y of x plus h into dy by dx plus h square by 2 factorial into d square y by dx square plus etc. I told you y of x plus h is the next data of y of x. So we can write y of x plus h as e into y of x, means next data of y of x, that is y of x plus h. So e into y of x equal to, right hand side what we have, y of x plus h into, what is this, dy by dx, this dy. So h into dy of x. So h into dy of x by dx is h into capital D into y of x plus h square by 2 factorial. Now what is this term? This is nothing but capital D square y of x, second derivative of y of x plus etc. So e y of x is equal to y of x plus h capital D y of x plus h square by 2 factorial d square capital D square y of x plus etc. So now you can see that operator point of view, y of x is a common term, means we can remove y of x from this one. So now what is e? E is equal to, so here before that actually from this one itself you can remove y of x. So e is equal to 1 plus hd plus h square by 2 factorial d square plus etc. E is equal to 1 plus hd plus h square by 2 factorial d square plus etc. Means shift operator e is equal to 1 plus h into capital D plus h square by 2 factorial into d square plus etc., where capital D is the shift operator. Is it okay? So now you can see that this bracket is a familiar series. Can you remember this? You can identify this bracket. This one is the expansion of an exponential function. And what is that exponential function? So please note, so you can see that this bracket is nothing but e raised to, now this hd. So e is equal to e raised to hd. E is equal to 1 plus hd plus h square d square by 2 factorial plus etc. So that is equal to e raised to hd. E is equal to e raised to hd, where capital D is the differential operator. Is it okay? So please remember, if you want, you can remember this. This is not important syllabus point of view. Now you are asked to prove mu square is equal to 1 plus 1 by 4. We already proved that, right? So once again I am showing that mu square is equal to 1 plus 1 by 4 delta square. What do you have to do? Multiply it with any y. You can take y0, you can take y, but anything you can take. So here yr is taken. So mu yr, here mu square, that one is asked. So first mu yr is taken. So mu yr is 1 by 2 yr plus 1 by 2 plus yr minus 1 by 2. So that is equal to 1 by 2 e raised to 1 by 2 yr plus e raised to minus 1 by 2 yr, means r plus 1 by 2 is e, so plus 1 by 2, that is e raised to 0.5 yr plus this is minus 1 by 2, so e raised to minus 0.5 yr, that is second term. So that is mu yr. Now we can remove yr, so mu is equal to 1 by 2 into e raised to 1 by 2 plus e raised to minus 1. So this is mu term, mu is equal to 1 by 2 into e raised to 1 by 2 plus e raised to minus 1 by 2. Now what is mu square? Mu square is equal to 1 by 4, that is square of this one, into e raised to 1 by 2 plus e raised to minus 1 by 2 whole square. So this is a plus b whole square. We can write it as a plus b, sorry, a minus b whole square plus 4. So that is written here. Okay, there is no need to expand this one. Directly you can write by remembering that. Please remember a plus b whole square is equal to a minus b whole square plus 4, where a is nothing but e raised to 1 by 2 and b is e raised to minus 1 by 2. So directly from this one you can write 1 by 4 into e raised to 1 by 2 minus e raised to minus 1 by 2 whole square plus 4. So you can see that these 4 and 4 are cancelled. So we have 1 plus this is nothing but theta. This bracket is nothing but theta. So square. Now this 4. Okay. So directly you can write that. So here mu square is equal to 1 by 4 into 4 plus this one is nothing but e raised to 1 by 2 minus e raised to minus 1 by 2 whole square, that is equal to 1 plus 1 by 4 theta square. Now show that, this is another thing, interesting thing, show that delta raised to n ux minus n equal to ux minus n ux minus 1 plus n into n minus 1 by 2 ux minus 2 minus etc. plus minus 1 raised to n ux minus n. You are asked to prove this one. So you can take the right hand side. This is right hand side. I am very sorry. You can take the right hand side. So what is the right hand side? Ux minus n ux minus 1 plus n minus 1, sorry, n into n minus 1 divided by 2 ux minus 2 minus etc. plus minus 1 all raised to n ux minus n, right? So we can write this one as first term is ux minus n into second term, that is ux minus n, previous data of ux. So we can write it as e raised to minus 1 ux plus next data you can write it as n into n minus 1 divided by 2 into e raised to minus 2 ux minus etc. plus minus 1 all raised to n e raised to minus n ux. Okay. So what is this one? So here you can see that ux is common term. Am I correct? So we can write this is equal to, first term we have 1 minus, second one we have n e raised to minus 1 plus third term we can write n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into e raised to minus 2 minus etc. plus minus 1 all raised to n e raised to minus n all into, because we can take ux to outside, so into ux. Now can you identify this square bracket? What is this? This square bracket. You can see that this is 1 minus e raised to minus 1 whole raised to n. 1 minus e raised to minus 1 all raised to n into ux. So please note that square bracket is the expansion of this one, 1 minus e raised to minus 1 all raised to n into u of x. Okay. Now my question is, what is 1 minus e raised to minus n? Sorry, what is 1 minus e raised to minus 1? This bracket. What is delta? Delta is equal to e minus 1. What is del? Del is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus. Yes. So this bracket is del, that is this bracket. Now outside you have a power n. So del raised to n ux. What is del raised to n? Any problem here? Del raised to n ux. What is del? What is del actually? With respect to delta, what is del? Del E is equal to delta. Del E is equal to delta. Please note, del E is equal to delta. Am I correct? Del E is equal to delta. So what is del? Del is equal to delta e raised to minus 1. Del is equal to delta e raised to minus 1. Am I correct? So here what we can write? We can replace delta with del with delta e raised to minus 1. We can write replace del with delta e raised to minus 1 all raised to n ux equal to what? Equal to delta raised to n. Now what about e raised to minus 1 raised to n? E raised to minus n ux equal to what? Delta raised to n. Now what about e raised to minus n ux? Nth previous data of ux. E raised to minus n ux is nth previous data of ux, that is ux minus n. So the thing is proved. The delta raised to n ux minus n equal to ux minus n ux minus 1 plus etc. plus minus 1 all raised to n ux n minus 1. So this is the proof. So here you can see a different style of explanation. Okay, both are correct. Okay, so one more thing we can derive. Show that e raised to x of u0 plus x delta u0 plus x square by 2 factorial delta square u0 plus etc. equal to u0 plus u1x plus u2 x square by 2 factorial plus etc. So that this is the thing that asked. So first take, what is the left hand side? E raised to x u0 plus x delta u0 plus x square by 2 factorial delta square u0 plus etc. Left hand side is taken. So what is delta u0? Delta u0, or what about, so here from this bracket you can take u0 to outside. We can take u0 to outside, right? So we can write e raised to x into 1 plus x delta plus x square by 2 factorial delta square plus etc. into u0. This is a familiar term, right? Very familiar to you. What is that? Yes, that is, this bracket is e raised to x delta, right? So outside we have e raised to x into e raised to x delta into this u0. Now we can combine these two terms. So what we have, e raised to x into 1 plus delta y. If you are combining this one, we have e raised to x plus x delta. So we can take x2 outside. So we have e raised to x into 1 plus delta into u0. Okay. So what is 1 plus delta? What is 1 plus delta? In previous slide I told you the term e is equal to 1 plus delta, right? Why? Delta is equal to e minus 1. So e equal to 1 plus delta. So we can replace 1 plus delta with e. So we have e raised to x into e u0. Right? Now expand this exponential term. What we have? By expanding this exponential term, we have 1 plus x e plus x square by 2 factorial e square plus etc. into outside u0. By expanding this term, we have 1 plus x e plus x square e square by 2 factorial plus etc. into u0. Now multiply u0 with all these terms. So what we have? We have u0 plus what is x e u0? X into u1 plus x square by 2 factorial into what is e square u0? That is u2 plus etc. So we have the final answer. So we have right hand side. Okay.